Hi, Black Marriage Matters community. It's Kenyatta in for another Facebook Live. And at this time, I want to talk about the most exciting time of the year for me, a new year. So I want to provide you with 3 steps to prepare your relationship for 2021. It is officially the last Wednesday before the new year. And I find that this is a time where I like to get my vision board ready. I like to kind of write down what my goals are. I like to kind of reflect on my relationships with other people and how I want my new year to look like. Um, and so this is something that I want to offer to the couples that are out there. I'm doing a lot of this work with the couples in my therapy practice, but I wanted to offer it to the Black Marriage Matters community. So today and tomorrow are great days to kind of use these easy steps to make sure that your relationship is in tip-top shape and that it looks the way that you want it to. So everyone right now, they're making their vision boards, they're writing down their resolutions, and your relationship deserves this type of care and attention as well. So I find that when you have a plan and you stick to the plan and you know what the plan is, you're most likely to get the results that you're looking for. So the first thing that you want to do as it relates to preparing for 2021 in your relationship is reflect on what you did well in your relationship. Did you and your mate communicate well? Were you guys able to resolve conflict well? Did you use your coping skills well? Kind of think about different things as it relates to the time that you spent with your mate. What were the best interactions? What were some of the things that you learned about your mate this year? And then also think about ways that you want to grow as a couple. So what changes would you like to see in your relationship? What updates would you like to make to the relationship? What is one thing that you probably don't want to bring into 2021 that was in your relationship previously? So the very first step is to just reflect. Reflect on what went well and what didn't go so well. Next, make a plan and get help if you need it, right? So if you make a plan about how you want to communicate more effectively, or how you want to increase intimacy in your relationship, or how you want to get on the same page or find more understanding in your relationship, get some help with that. Maybe there's a book that you can read. I always suggest the 5 love languages, and there are tons of books, relationship books out there that I suggest that couples read together. There are apps that couples can use to get more close to each other or get to know each other better. And then also there are suggestions like, joining a Facebook group as Black Marriage Matters and kind of discussing some of these things with people with a community of like-minded individuals, or even deciding that you want to go to counseling to see where you can improve in your relationship. Maybe getting some professional help. So when I say help, it comes in many shapes and sizes. It's not one size fit all at all. You can definitely try different things. We have online communities. There are webinars left and right about relationship stuff. So if you want improvements in your relationship and what you've been doing hasn't been working, consider what it would look like to try something new and get the help that you really deserve, whether it's a book, an audio book, an online course, the pastor, the counselor. Do something to see what growth you can make in your relationship and give yourself a fair shot. And the last thing, first is reflect. 2, make a plan, get help. Last thing is set goals. This is my favorite part. Set goals and the steps that it's going to take to get there. So if you're a couple who's saying, in this year, we want to buy a house, then write out the steps that kind of involve that. That can mean paying down debt. That can mean, diversifying your income. That can mean finding a home. Whatever those things are that's going to get you to that goal, make it plain. Write it down, get your list going so that way, every month I'm working on this to get to that. You don't just kind of reach a goal by just deciding that this is what you want. Oftentimes it takes a change. Sometimes it takes different actions and behaviors. But I know for me, I like to look at things as a list. Like, what can I do here? Okay, I can do this. I can wait to do that. So creating what your goals are going to be, writing them down and talking to your mate about them, but then also getting clear about exactly how you're going to get there, or what are the first steps to getting there in general. So I would love to hear in the comments about some of the goals that you have for yourself and your mate in 2021. What are some things that you want to see? What are some changes that you would like to make? We do these great things and we make these resolutions for ourselves about weight loss or weight gain or just a healthier lifestyle or making more money or becoming an entrepreneur or getting a raise or all of these different things. But oftentimes our relationship takes the backslide to that. So I wanted to offer you an opportunity to maybe consider what it would look like to really plan your 2021 and what you want that to look like for your relationship as well with your mate. How can you give yourself a fighting chance and be even better in 2021 than you were in 2020? So I want to know about your goals in the comments. I want to know what you did well in 2020. So I would love to see what those details are for you guys. And then for my couples out there who have had a tough 2020, you're not the only one, right? A lot of people have had that experience. A lot of couples have come to therapy as a result of some of the things that have happened this year. And I want to offer you an opportunity to attend a free webinar. So for a lot of the couples that I'm working with, communication is like the very first step to kind of understanding what it's going to take to have a good relationship. If you can't get past that point of listening and understanding and trying to get yourself heard and saying things the proper way to your mate without it ending in a fight, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for you. So I definitely suggest considering my upcoming webinar. It's on January 7th. It's the first week of the new year. If you want to know what it's going to take to feel heard in your relationship, to stop fussing and fighting, if you're sick and tired of not being able to talk to your mate about certain touchy subjects and it always kind of ends bad, I think that this is a good fit for you. It's a free webinar. It's on a Thursday evening at 7. And for me, I wanted to do this webinar at the beginning of the year simply because I know that a lot of couples are going into the new year hoping for a change. And communication is one of the very top things that I see couples come in for. It may be shadowed under other things like financial issues or intimacy issues or things with trust, but it's all started from a breakdown in communication. Someone didn't say something, or they said something the other person didn't hear them. So if this is you and you're tired of it being you, I suggest signing up for this free webinar and attending. It's a free opportunity. It's gonna be great. Like, I'm gonna give you 5 different communication tips, things to keep in mind when you're talking to your mate. Communication is a skill and is built over time, and this is one way that you can start that skill. Well, thank you so much for your time, guys. I'm so excited to hear about what your resolutions or what your goals are for your relationship in the comments. And I hope to see you at the webinar on January 7th at 7 p.m. Thank you so much. Bye.